Hey peeps, I'm back and I've got my sunnies on again, big old bug-eye sunnies, because I'm going to Sunfest right after I finish this video. So I thought, let me just get this going and before I go listen to some real live music from people who can really sing. And on that note, we're talking about Rox's number 2 option to get backstage on a bus. I don't need these. It's not that bright right now. The sun's taking a little bit of a break, so it can really pop later. All right, so for those of you just joining, we're working through Rox, the Original Concert Chick's top 10 ways to get backstage and on a tour bus. We've already covered learn an instrument. That wasn't working for Rox at all. And now we're going to talk about singing. Learn to sing, and then you could be a backup singer. Forget that. Be a lead singer, because Rox was born to lead. And I've got like this shadow that's cutting right through my eye there. All right. Doesn't matter. It's just distracting to me, and I'm sure my stopping and starting might be a little bit distracting to you. So, without further ado, now I can trade my sunnies for my readers, because no matter what option I'm on, I need some help with the reading. All right, so no more song and dance for the little chick from France. Sing and swing does not a backstage pass bring. Poor things, but I'm already telling you it's not going to work, so let me just get into the little story here. This is a short one. Rox was sad to find out from her voice coach that she really didn't have one. There wasn't a market for clucking and chirping. She wasn't born a songbird. Rox realized that there are some things that she couldn't change about herself. She decided to make the best of the many talents that she did have. There you go, Rox. She knows there's more to her. Just because she can't dance, whoops, we're jumping ahead of the game. Just because she can't play an instrument, and now we're learning that she can't sing, she knows that there's got to be something she can do to get backstage and on a bus. So she decided to move on to option number 3. I didn't know that we were going to jump right into option number 3 on this section. You see, this is raw and organic. Nothing here is staged. This is just going with the flow kind of video. And so here we are. So she decided to embrace her dancing self. So I wasn't getting too far ahead, so now you know she can't do that either, but here's the story. Her first choice was to be a backup dancer for the band. That way she'd actually be on the stage with the rock stars. She was light and tiny and had wings that could help her hip-hop, but she soon found out that only chicks who could fly high were in demand, and everyone knew that chicks couldn't fly. That's a big sigh. She wanted to cry. Now she'd have to check out those clubs she heard about. All she knew was that they danced on the stage. So how horrible could it be? Actually sounded like fun, and she'd be the star. Uh-oh. Let's finish that. Let's go right into that. So Rox is no chicken, but sometimes you just got to skip the strip. All right, now you can see where we're heading with this kind of dancing. So this is going to be a little bit longer than I thought, so I better get myself a drink. Now, see this is my fancy Sunfest Day styrofoam cup. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Very true. And I got my fancy paper straw. But as you can see, okay, that is not vodka. I do not do vodka. If I did vodka, all right, first of all, you might want me to do vodka, because this video would be a whole different show. I'd actually probably start doing all these things that she's talking about doing. So this is pure water. Okay, I did that for illustration purposes to prove to you that that's not vodka. For some of you, you might be able to drink vodka like that from a straw. Not this chick. So, but anyway, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, so whatever your beverage of choice is, go for it. All right, so here we go. Rox is no chicken, but sometimes you got to skip the strip, and I've already said that, so I'm repeating myself, and I still swear that this is water. Rox got this idea after she was told that musicians love strippers. She wasn't quite sure what strippers were, but she did know what a chicken strip was, and the names were close enough to make her feathers stand up on the back of her neck. Rox heard the chicken strip's horror stories, all that plucking and, well, stripping. Not to mention the battering and the frying. Shudder, poor cousin Simone. So now we're learning, once again, yet another poor Rox family tragedy. In any event, Rox found herself at the Peppermint Kitty Club, where she accepted a job, even though she didn't think kitties and birds mixed well. She's a smart chick. Anyhow, keeping her dream in mind, she met with the manager, Peter, and was told that she was cute enough, but she lacked a rack. Isn't that a good thing? A rack reminded her of the oven her cousin found herself in, being roast to a crisp. Poor Cousin Antoinette. Once again, another poor Rock's tragedy story. So she learns lessons, though, right? Because horrible things have happened to people in her family, and so now she keeps them in mind, in the back of her mind, really, so that she can, if she finds herself in a situation that reminds her of something horrible that happened to a family member, she uses that as good information. She goes to school on her family there, and not in a bad way, not a wishful way. It's just that she tries to take a good thing from something that was really bad. Anyway, he gave her the job anyway and told her to use a boa as a prop, and you've seen that boa. That was the official boa, and I just didn't want to mention it because I would be moving too far ahead than I normally do here. So Rox found things made of feathers without little heads, beaks, and feet disturbing and disgusting, especially the yellow ones. Poor Grandmère Chantal and Grandpapa Francois. Rox accepted because sometimes you have to do what you have to do to make your dreams come true. Besides the fact that this option brought back so many sad family memories, Rox decided after all that it wasn't necessary to do things you weren't comfortable with to make your dreams come true. By the end of the week, she decided she'd rather live in a pole barn than swing from a pole. There must be a better way to get backstage and on the bus. Okay, so I'm going to wrap things up here. I think I'm going to pop my lipstick a little bit because I put on this sparkly... how do you like these yellow nails? Okay, that looks yellow. And my yellow dangly bracelet. There you go. Very nice. Power. Yellow power. All right, so we're going to close this down with this last option where we have learned that pole dancing is also out for our fancy little chick Rox, who knows better. So right now, the next time, I'm just tossing out my little notes, what we're going to do here, and I will see you again on the next edition of Denise-Marie TV, where we will talk about option number... Are we at option number? Option number 5. And I swear this is water. I know I'm stumbling all over here at this end, but I'm going to do this again so you guys can see. Okay, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and on that note, I'm heading to Sunfest. Have a great, wonderful day, everybody, and meet up again soon. Thanks for continuing to watch and listen. Thank you.